Alright, continuing where we left off. We just created some buttons for our chair, and we created the indentation, the indents. Now we're going to take it a step forward. Now it looks like our chair is a bit off in terms of just lower the top portion. So I'm going to tab into edit mode, and I'm going to go into my wireframe, and I'm going to do my lasso selection. Let's see if this works better. Okay, yep. I'm just going to drag it up. Just drag it up a bit more. Alright, that's fine. Now it just looks like, let me turn my, and I gotta bring my buttons up. Let me make sure they're in the correct place. Alright, that looks fine. So next, what we're going to do, we're going to go back to our model, and it looks like we need to add some details on the side. To at least make it, have it deviate from that box-like shape. Oh, we're going to keep that square. But we're going to scale it on the x-axis. We're going to the front view to see it better. Actually, I want to scale these ones up too. I know, I probably should have used a symmetry modifier, but for now, this is not going to really work against us. So just a little bit. And I'm going to round off these. Now I have another image of the back view. So let me see which one I wanna use for this. I'm gonna use this one. Alright, so for our back view, we see that some of these creases from here, they're gonna kind of wrap around. So we're gonna kind of follow that. So we're gonna put a loop cut here. And we're going to select these edges. And we're going to pull them out going backwards. And we're going to pull them down. Whereas it's making almost like a crease. And it may look like I may have to do one thing. I'm trying to see, should I just change the flow of this? Or is it necessary? Okay, well, I'm going to try this. Select our vertices. Because it does go all the way down. And I'm going to bevel those. Let's see what that gives us. Gives us a decent result, but it's still looking very off. Oh, let me collapse this. There we go. So we just changed up our flow, our edge flow, and I gotta repeat the same thing over here. Collapse. And change that up. Alright. So now let's check out our shape. Now it seems as though we have to tilt it a little bit. So we're going to go into our side view, turn the modifier off, and we're going to select everything up here. And we're going to put on our proportional editing. By default it's on smooth. And we're going to rotate it, and we're going to change our influence up. And it seems like we're going to have to fix our buttons, or matter of fact, I'm going to bring it back and adjust it slightly and rotate. Possibly just the top a bit more. I want to rotate that. Select these and try to see what I can do right here. And I'm gonna add an edge. And then I'm just going to continue rotating and shaping it to get it to round off. Okay, that's looking good. So let's check from our front. And we're just going to pull these in the same direction on the x-axis. Scale, x, and pull it inward. And, okay, we're not even going to try to rotate it. And we're going to do the exact same thing with these. Scale them in some. And it looks like we have some geometry that's going wrong here. So we're just going to select that vertex and hit J for connect. I'm trying to see, do I want to convert this part over here to a crease? We're not going to worry about that yet. And now we're just going to reposition our buttons. And we're going to adjust this over here and just rotate it. Depending on how you want your chair to be, you can have it extra thick, skinny, or in the middle. Alright, so now we're going to start to modify these areas right here. And that's where I'm going to use the sculpt tools. Now I'm not using dynamic topology or multi-res modifier. I'm just going to use the bare parts of it without anything. And then I'm going to put my symmetry on the X. And then I'm just going to modify a bunch of this by increasing some of these areas with the inflate tool. And we're just going to play around with some things. Looks like our inflate needs to be a bit stronger. So I'm just going to inflate it a bit. You may have to use the grab tool if it's taking a long time to actually react. And just go over some of these, which will pinch them together. That's a little too much. Alright, and we're just going to keep bringing up some of these areas. Because initially the chair is not flat, it's very round and, you know, it sticks out. So we're going to keep applying this to it. And yeah, this would be a good time to use the grab tool. it can pull the detail up. And looks like we're not grabbing the right stuff, so we're gonna do that. Alright, now we can see what we're grabbing a bit more accurately. And a little bit towards the end, I'm gonna disable the symmetry modifier so we can get some asymmetry detail. But for now, we're just going to just even up everything. And just keep referring to our image. Alright. Oops. And I'm going to use the shortcut number, is it 8 or 9? 9, which is the inflate brush. A bit on the side. And we're going to do the same up here. A couple clicks here and there. Alright, let's see what we got. Looks like we need to add some a bit towards the top and to the side. And just hit our edges a little bit. Just to pinch it. Tiny, oops, that's a little too much. We're going to leave that the same. And I want to add a crease right along here. That's going to go under. So I'm going to change that. Now I'm going to add another. It's probably not going to let me. Yep, it's not going to let me. So I'm going to manually do it with the cut tool. And I'm not cutting through the whole thing. So let's do right there. And I'm going to put one right here all the way across. Now that we have, we're going to edge slide it, and we have these edges that are going to be close together. That's going to create a crease, and then we're going to bring some geometry around here, and we're going to bring this down. And we're going to get this a bit towards the bottom, like about right here. Well, actually, I'm going to go as, I'm going to take it right here. Oops, cancel that by mistake. So we're just going to redo it. Enter to OK it. And we're going to bring these vertices together. Convert this into a face. Into a quad. And we're going to connect these. Now, we're going to just collapse that. And pretty much we retained our edge flow. And we're just going to, unfortunately, repeat the exact same thing over here. Enter. Alright, and put it right there. And then we're just going to center these. And then we're going to convert this into a quad. And now with that new crease that we got, oh, I gotta convert this. There we go. So now with our new edge, what we're gonna do is we're gonna Alt-S and scale it on the normal. Invert on the normal a bit. And we're going to move these edges closer. Make sure I got the other side. Alright. Let's move it a bit closer. Now let's see what we got. I'm going to turn all this off wire. And now we have a nice little crease going on. Almost like what we have over here in in the center. I mean, we could have ended it somewhere around here, but I mean, it's fine. So we'll go back into edit mode, take our modifier off, and actually we're going to put it back on in 3, and we're just going to inflate the area a bit more. Actually, let me use the grab brush. Looks like it's not really working too nicely, so I'm going to grab these and I'm going to manually do it. Actually, that's too much. Possibly just one vertex. And where's my proportional editing? Turn it on. Just the hair. A little adjusting. Just trying to make it look as natural as possible and get it out of the box shape, and just keep on, just keep tweaking things until you get it to a certain way. So we got that crease, and now we're going to add the one down the center, and it's going to translate all the way up. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it's because we didn't convert this into a quad. Now let's see if we do it. Alright, we're going to convert this one. And we're going to convert that into a quad. And we're going to do the exact same thing over here. Alt-M, collapse. Select these two faces, Alt-J, which converts them into a quad. And now we're going to reselect that. And it looks like there's 3 in the front, so we're going to repeat that. Okay, well, we'll take one just for difference, so we'll keep that one. And we're going to Control B, and we're going to pull it closer together. Control minus on the numpad, and then we're just going to scale it on its normals without our proportional editing being on. Alright, and we're just going to go to our inflate tool. And we're just going to make the necessary changes and fluff it out a bit. It is definitely looking a bit too symmetric. I mean, some chairs are like that, and others, go out in multiple directions, of course. Alright, so let me pull this part down. And I'm going to pull this part outward. Oh, scale it. Alright, so it's looking good. I'm going to do the same thing over here. If I can select vertices, there we go. Alright, good. So we're going to select these top ones and we're just going to shape those a bit more. Alright. And I still want to rotate. I still want to rotate this a bit. So I'm going to select that. We want to get this down a bit more. And we lost our buttons once again. And we're just going to modify some of these due to the changes we made. Alright, so now we turn this, let me get out of, we turn wire off so we can see our work. And so far it's definitely coming along. I would say there's only like one more thing we gotta do, is that one more real set of creases in a couple areas, and lastly we're gonna finish off with the legs. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video and look forward to the next one.